Hi, it's January 12th, 2015, and I have to do this video to express my thought that there's an extreme issue in the United States leadership today, and that is my belief that this administration is doing everything in its power to lessen the United States in the world. If you look at conflicts the United States has been brought into since the turn of the 20th century, World War I was a war that was waging in Europe and would have continued had the United States been brought into this war. And once they were brought into the war was brought to a resolution within a year, thereabouts. World War II, the war had been raging for 2 years on a global basis, and once the United States came in, was able to fight a two-front war and defeat multiple enemies and bring peace to the world. Yeah, we've gotten into conflicts where we didn't want to commit ourselves to a declaration of war, and these battles were termed police actions, United Nations efforts, like in Korea, and we hamstrung ourselves a number of times. But I'm going to play a clip for you about how the United States government now, this administration, views exceptionalism as a detriment and not as an asset. And what I mean by that is, I'll play this clip in an interview with Maria Harf on Fox News, and she makes this statement about how the march that occurred in Paris after the terrorist attack last week, they had a march over the weekend, and the United States was not present. And she says that basically, well, I'll let you hear what she has to say.
Look, I don't think American leadership in the world is defined by any one march, regardless of how important the march is. I think if you think it is, that's really taking a pretty limited view of American leadership.
So the point I would like to make here is that there are individual events that can and do define American leadership. An example is Pearl Harbor and Franklin Roosevelt's speech in front of Congress, asking Congress to declare war. When he talked about the only thing that we have to fear is fear itself. Or when President Kennedy in his inaugural address spoke about ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. What has Obama done for our country in the last number of days when we're supposed to be demonstrating to our allies that we are the leaders of the free world, and we're there to stand with them and assist them in all ways possible. And he blows off this parade, this rally, and the world leaders, 40 world leaders from Europe and other nations coming together in solidarity to demonstrate their resolve to fight against Islamic radicalism, and the President of the United States is not there. He doesn't even send the Vice President. The Attorney General was in Paris during that rally and opted to not go to the rally and represent the United States as a cabinet official at this rally. Angela Merkel was there from Germany. The Prime Minister of Britain was there. Benjamin Netanyahu was there. No United States. They sent the ambassador to France. The ambassador to France went, but the President of the United States didn't show up. And we have this attitude coming out of the administration, as Marie Harf just demonstrated, that if you think that one instance demonstrates American leadership, then it's incorrect. Yes, it does. It signals to the world that the United States has resolve to stand on this. And this is the problem with this administration. Every turn that we have an event that is of global proportions like this, and the United States refuses to step up and take the leadership role. And the president wants to go play golf after an American citizen has his head cut off. And, I mean, after Benghazi, he goes to a fundraiser. I mean, what is going on with this administration? It's my opinion, and everybody has one, so I'm going to just say what mine is here. It's my opinion that this president is determined to lessen the United States on the global stage. And not only on the global stage, but economically. I mean, how many people do we have on public assistance now? And the jobs are not in the United States. They've been shipped overseas. And this president's done nothing to bring back jobs to America. I mean, you can just go down the list. I think this president is determined, bound and determined, to bring this country down. And it sickens me to see this. What does it do to you? Are you glad that the United States is less now than it was before this guy took office? Are you happy about that? Can you honestly sit there and say, or stand there and say, that you feel safer today than you did before this guy took office? Think about it. God help us all.